And this is, the Pirus is who you guys have been beefing with since forever, essentially.
Yeah. Back in 1971, I was like 8 years old. And it was like 3 days after Christmas. Brand new 10-speed. I'm coming from Savon's. I'm a little fucking kid. And we get to the Palmer and Long Beach Boulevard right there. It's called Red Liquors. And there was about 30 Pirus there. Older dudes, about 20. They was in their 20s. Herman Jr., bartender, just to name a few, Little George, Willie T, all them was at the gas station. At the liquor store right there. And it was like 5 of us. We was all little kids. We driving up and they ran out there. One of them socked me in the nose and took my bike. And my neighbor took his bike too. And we walked up that alley. And I was like 8 years old, I think that was fucked up because I'm a fucking kid and I'm black. Why would you take my bike? My parents worked it hard for that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I was crying,
You were 10.
I was a little fucking kid.
Yeah.
It was 1971, I was like 8.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they took my bike. Yeah. So, looked like they was bullies. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I would never, if I was 19, I wouldn't take no 8-year-old's bike. You know what I'm saying? His parents worked it hard for that shit and everything.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen to me around the same age. Some older kid just ran up on me, took my bike, ran off. I cried like a baby.
Yeah.
Because at that point, your bike is all you got. That's your transportation. That's how you get around the neighborhood. Like, I feel you. But when did the actual, I guess, war between Southside and Mob Piru actually start? Because were you guys ever cool at one point or no? Was it always just funk?
Back then, it was they was called Eastside Pirus. The mob was, when I was in school, mob wasn't out yet. It was the AMs, Ludus Parks, and the Lime Hoods. I think mob came out like about 82, 83, 82. Yeah. But the mob was really considered Ludus Park. We considered them Ludus Park. So they had a big ass neighborhood, huge, and they had a lot of older dudes. That was a generation before me. And they were some bad motherfuckers. I don't remember their props. And they was deep. There was a lot of them.
Was there an incident, because for example, like when you look at the rolling 60s A-Tray war that's been happening for like 30-something years, it goes back to like a girl, 2 dudes were messing with a girl and then a fight break out. One of the guys gets killed and then, the other side wanted them to bring him the guy and they refused. And then 30 years later, hundreds of bodies later, like here we are. Although they are cool right now after the Nipsey situation. But was there an actual thing that happened between Southside and Mob that caused the division?
No, it's just back in the early 70s, like I said, the mob wasn't even out then. They was called Eastside Pirus. And they on our side of town, they was the deepest. Then like about 77, the Santana's formed. And they became the dominant gang on our side of town, on the east side.
Okay.
And matter of fact, they even took one of their neighborhoods, Santana's did,